Hey guys, how are you all today? Today we have an exciting flight simming session scheduled on Shift.aviation, and it is from Johannesburg to Mumbai. It's a really long flight, a 10 hours flight, and this would be my second full flight. And yes, this is with my Singapore Airlines livery. You won't find any Singapore Airlines A320 Neo livery for tourists on Explain 11. This is my new Singapore Airlines livery. It's only created for myself and for some people who ask for it. It's not public. So, yes, as you had seen previously, this has a fully modeled cabin. It's not that great. It's decent, better than the original one. That's what I think. And yes, I made this livery for personal use, not for public use. That's why it's not on explain.org. But yes. Okay, let's increase the brightness of the displays. MCDU brightness is increased. Let's check out our flight plan. You can see Johannesburg to Mumbai, all the way over from the Indian Ocean to the Bay of Bengal. You can see that here. There is one more guy, a South African too. Yes, he is an A340 600 from Johannesburg to Mumbai, but of course we have an A320, and that's also with the cost index one, so it will be very slow for us. It would be, I think, 6 or 7 hours for him. It would be 10 hours for us. So yes, so this is the difference between an A340 or a wide body and an A320 or a narrow or single aisle aircraft. And of course we are on cost index 1, no passengers, cost index 1, and no contingency fuel or reserve fuel. Like, it's not planned by SimBrief. However, I have selected 3 tons of fuel when we arrive. Let's see how much fuel do we have when we arrive. According to the flight plan, the fuel which we will be having when we arrive, it's around 3 tons. Let's check the exact. Okay, so our arriving fuel is in fact 3 tons. Let's init the flight plan and start the boarding music of Singapore Airlines. I personally like Singapore Airlines boarding music very much because I think it's like very nostalgic. I have personally flown Singapore Airlines 2 times, from Kolkata to Tokyo and then return Tokyo to Kolkata via Singapore. So of course Changi Airport is the best, and Singapore Airlines boarding music, it's kind of nostalgic here. You get more than what you pay for, is what I believe in Singapore Airlines, and that's why it's one of the world's best airlines. It was a best airline of the world a couple of years back, but then Qatar Airways took its place. But yeah, Qatar is also a really good airline. I hope I'm pronouncing Qatar right, but let's see. So as you can see, our block time is 9 hours 54 minutes, air time is 9 hours 26 minutes, and the runway we have is 03 left. And you can also see the SID Egme 1 Charlie Eggman, and for arrival it's 27, which we'll also check when we before we begin our descent, and the star is Keto 2 Alpha. As you can see, the aircraft registration is 9V-SLM. It was an ex-Silkair aircraft which was then converted to Singapore Airlines. So that's a great piece of information to know. Okay, we have one more traffic, which is an Emirates bound for Dubai. Let's go to the outside view. Check if the airport really has the second runway. I thought that it did not have in the scenery. So yeah. By the way, this is a payware. In fact, let me just check and tell you from which it is. It is TDG developer, so it's a really good payware. Decent one, I won't really say good. Decent. As you can see, our IRS align has some time left, so we'll wait for it. Now, of course, our flying speed would be 2 to 5 knots indicated airspeed, which would be around 450 ground speed. Yeah. Let's input the SID. Egg 1 Charlie, transition will be none. Insert destination. We'll input the destination data right now only. It's 27 and key to 2 alpha. 27. We'll select Keto to alpha. No wire. Transition will be Gundi. Insert. Secondary flight plan, copy active. Perf. We check the takeoff performance on our EFB. Runways checked, runway conditions dry, air conditioning will be on. We'll do a flex departure today. Config 1 plus F up 1.0. 1/up 1.0. And the flex temperature, of course, we cannot forget that. The flex temperature is 67 degrees. Let me know what flex temperature means. Let's see, who knows? 67. Of course, I know what flex temperature means. Okay. So 140 is V1, 143 is VR, which is rotate, and 145 is our V2 or single engine climb speed. MCDU is done. APU master switch is on, beacon is on. This is the engine view and this is the right wing view, which you can see, and the airport is quite decent. Because of my textures, you can see the sharklets also, you can see on my livery, they are very highly detailed. If you have better textures, you can see it. It's really good. You can see the outside, how good this livery looks. I mean, this is the first Singapore Airlines livery for Tolis A320neo, which you have on X-Plane 11. I don't know about X-Plane 12. This is X-Plane 11, and my PC can certainly not run X-Plane 12. So, yeah, that's about it. There we have runway 03 left. This is the whole terminal and the whole airport. Oh, we have one departing aircraft. Emirates, I think it's to Dubai. Let's check. Sorry about that.
Grounded cockpit, tow is driving up.
APU starter is on. We'll wait for the away light. Till then, let's check everything. You can see a little here and there on the livery. Of course, that like this is my second livery. I have also made the Indigo North Atlantic livery. That also looks really good. So let's check our step climbs. No step climbs. Straight away to flight level 3900. Okay.
Some doors are still open, or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
The doors are enclosed because of the IRS Alliance. Let's just wait till the IRS Alliance. There we have a popular gate gourmet truck. Let's check for charts. Chartfox has pretty been doing this issue for a while. Like, it does not load. It's not the network issue. It's not my Wi-Fi issue. I have a wired connection. If you can see, I load any other site, it gets loaded. But Chartfox doesn't. It's a site problem. Maybe they are updating or something like that. I don't know any news about that, but yeah, I think we have to continue without the charts. Okay, APO wheel light, external power off, APO bleed off. Correction, APO bleed on. Okay, so
okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
we have to wait for the IRS line, and then we'll see where we'll be pushing back, because we have to manually see that since we do not have the charts. Let's see if it's written somewhere. I think for MSFS Johannesburg is from any bills. Do let me know in the comment section. Okay, it's Bravo. So we'll be pushing back on Bravo. And then straight left to runway 03 left. He still hasn't pushed back. Maybe he's preparing because it's a 777. It takes time. Looks like our catering is all already done. Of course it is. These people are not coming us to give any more catering. Even if I ask, they'll just ask for a huge payment. You can see the in-flight entertainment systems. These lit up at night, so you will see it looks quite boring in the day, but I'll show you during landing. These lit up at night, so it's really good. Of course it is mirrored because I used Paint 3D for making my livery, because I did not know how to use any of the software, and I did not have enamel textures. If you can see, the seat does not look that good. It looks pretty decent, better than a default livery, but I did not have enamel textures. That's why we do not have a 3D model of the seat. That's just the image pasted. There's the Singapore Airlines logo. Here's a beautiful cabin. I think it looks decent here. To be honest, I made this livery for myself and it looks pretty good. I'm in love with Singapore Airlines. Singapore Airlines and Etihad, both are my favorite airlines. I might do Etihad someday.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay. Let's set up pushback. Not here, a little to the back. Yeah.
Tow connected and flight path been in service. Release parking brake.
Parking brakes release.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
See a beauty, lovely beauty is pushing back right now, and this looks really good. Yeah, for an A320 Neo, I think it's the best livery. Do let me know your thoughts on the comments about this livery. Or of course there is a little ups and downs between the fuselage and of course below the tail fin, but yes, it's my second livery. There will be ups and downs, so it's pretty good for a second livery. I will also show my Indigo livery. It really looks good. It really looks good. It's like a Indigo North Atlantic livery. Okay, boarding music is on here again. Engine 1 and engine 2 is started. Correction, engine 2 and engine 1. We are starting both because we are a little running short on time. Of course, we can do a dual engine startup on the A320 Neos. I shouldn't do that. Okay, we can see it's cooling right now in A320 Neo. I don't know about the other aircrafts, but in A320 Neo, the engines cool for like 30 seconds, depends really. And after they cool, the fuel is injected and then the combustion starts, and then actually the engine starts. Oh sir, don't crash into my engine. Don't, please don't. Bro damaged my engine casually. But no worries, the minimum equipment list, which is the MEL, permits me to take off with one engine. That was a really bad joke, but yeah.
Johannesburg traffic, Delta 200,
Is that going to
approaching
be a
runway
collision? No, these two
03
guys
right,
are
Johannesburg.
on other lanes.
Operation complete.
Okay, we
Set
have got
parking
an
brake.
arriving aircraft, Delta 200. It's from Jacksonville, Atlanta Airport.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I hope I'm pronouncing that name correct. Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta. It's a super long flight. I think just above 10 hours this flight is. Of course, he's not been online the whole 10 hours. No one does that really on Vatsim. Okay, engine mode to normal. APU blade is off. APU starter is off. Disconnect and hand signals. Weather radar to captain side. Multi-scan and GCS on. Predictive engine systems on. Gain to max. Of course, I like that. Gain to max. Speed brakes armed. And what do we have more? Flaps 1. TCAS TARA. Rudder trim reset.
Tow is disconnected and bypass
Okay,
pin has been
that's it.
removed.
Trim
Hand
up
signal on the right.
1.0.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, well, let's get the checklist. Trim is checked. Yeah. Okay, people it is off and all. Everything is checked actually. The trim is set. The flaps are also set. He will do the takeoff configuration later because this thing takes time on pattern between engines. It's the oil temperature, so it takes time to spool up below 50 degrees. It's not. Let's get away with our safety video. And Singapore Airlines safety video is one of the best. Of course, Air India is there, but I don't really like Air India after that crash. I didn't even like it before the crash because such maintenance issues. But let's not speak about the crash. Let's wait for the final report. There's been pretty much discussions about the report already. Okay, right rudder, left aileron, right aileron. Okay,
During
flight
takeoff
control is
and
checked.
landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed
Brake
away.
pressure is also checked.
Put the back of your
Cabin
seat
crew
upright.
alerted. Please come with a hot
Keep
cup
your
of
shoes
coffee
on.
now. I really need that.
Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat.
I think
in front of
Singapore
you
Airlines provides
or
a
in
special
the
blend of
overhead
coffee. Do
compartments.
let me know in the comments. Of course, in the A320 of Singapore Airlines, we do not have the Singapore Airlines suites. It's only available on the A380. We do have an economy,
Make sure that your
a
seat
premium
belt is
economy,
securely
and
fastened
maybe a
during
business
taxi,
class, but
takeoff,
not more.
and landing.
Really less.
To fasten,
We do
bring
have
the two
less
ends
seats
of
of
the seat
business
belt
class and
together
premium economy.
until you hear
Only
a click.
2 rows of premium economy and 2 rows
Tighten
of
it by
business.
pulling on the
So
strap.
yes, that's it. Because this is a small aircraft, very
To
small.
unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat
I
belt
hope
fastened
Singapore Airlines
throughout
does
the
listen
flight.
to me after this
Whenever
video
the seat
and
belt
starts
sign is turned
A320
on,
Neo
its
local
waist should be
operations.
lifted from the vest
Even
leg
Airbus
and
would be
secured
shocked to
with
see
an infant
A320
seat
Neo
belt.
Johannesburg to Mumbai. Of course, that won't be true. But Singapore
There is
Airlines is a
change in cabin
world-class
pressure.
airline.
An oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down
The
sharply.
airline, like
Place it
whatever
over your
you pay
mouth
for,
and
as I
nose.
said earlier,
Pull the
you
lateral
get
straps
more
to
than you
tighten
pay
it
for.
and
Even in
breathe
economy
as
class,
usual.
even in premium
Secure your
economy, even
mask
in business,
first
even in
before
first
helping
class. Of course,
others.
I have only traveled in
It is normal for the bag to
economy,
not
not
fully
premium
inflate.
economy. But like, who gives you ice creams nowadays?
There are
And that's
several
also from
emergency
Haagen-Dazs.
exits in this aircraft.
Who gives you that
Take a
in
few
economy
moments now
class?
to
And that's
locate
also
your nearest
unlimited
exit,
times
which
you
may be
ask.
behind you.
In economy
Count
class,
the rows of seats to the
does
closest exit.
really
front
the
and
two words
behind you.
unlimited time exist? I don't think so.
In
The
unlikely
meal
event
also
of
was top notch.
emergency,
When I was
when you
traveling
hear
to
the
Japan,
command, brace,
the meal
brace.
was also top notch.
Assume the brace position.
you can see that's South African Airlines
Lower your head
and
and place
Majestic
it on the
Star
back of the
Alliance.
front seat.
Of course, we are in Johannesburg,
Place your
not in
hands on top of
Nairobi,
your head.
so we can see only
Keep
South
your
African
feet
Airlines,
flat
not
on the
Kenya
floor
Airways.
and
Kenya
heels
Airways
towards
memory
your
is
seat.
also good. I have spotted one in
If you
JFK while I
can't
was
reach the
returning
seat
from
in front
the
of you,
States,
lower your
and
head and
it
lean
was
forward
Najin
as
and
far as
Fatu,
you
like
can.
two
Place
rhinoceros.
your
I
hands
don't
on top
know
of your
maybe.
head.
Please
Johannesburg
correct me,
traffic
but
Delta
Najin and
200
Fatu's
crossing runway 21 right.
it seems really
Take you to
unique
your
of
nearest
name.
exit.
Let me just tell you what Najin and Fatu is, or who Najin and Fatu is.
Before
I
using
don't
an evacuation
mean
slide,
any
remove
harm
any
to anyone's
high-heeled shoes
reputation.
and be
It's
sure
just
to
that
leave
I have
everything
the
behind.
information. I'll just
To put
put
on your
whatever
life
information
vest,
I get from
remove
Google.
it from the plastic cover.
Okay,
and slip it
according
over
to
your head.
Google, Najin and Fatu are the
Pass the
last
straps
two
around
remaining
your waist,
northern white
let the
rhinoceros
tent
on
and
Earth.
pull to tighten.
They are both female and
Inflate
live
the life vest
under
by pulling
constant
the red
protection
tabs
at the
or blowing into the
Pecheta
mouthpiece.
Conservancy in Kenya.
Life vests have a
Sadly, their
whistle
species is considered
and a light
functionally
to attract
extinct in the
attention.
wild due to poaching and having.
Special
Why
life
do
vests
people
are
poach? I don't
available
know.
for
For
children.
money, why?
Inflate
Why
your
do you
life
need that
vest
money?
only at the exit
If
door
tomorrow
and step into the
someone
raft.
comes and poaches us humans for money or for some greater thing, what will you do? How will you feel? That's the thing, no? And it's a really good initiative by Kenya Airlines that they have
Life
Najan and
vests
Fatu
are located
imprinted
under
on their
or between
liveries,
your seats.
making the world aware about it. Like I was just made aware about it.
All large electronic devices, such as laptops,
Kenya Airways
must
is
be
a really
stowed
good
for
airline.
taxi,
They manage
takeoff,
their
and landing.
aircrafts really well, according to what I've seen.
Lightweight electronic
Not really
devices,
many
such as
safety
mobile
incidents
phones
in the
and
last
tablets, must be
couple of
switched
years.
off or set
They
to
also
flight
have a
mode.
787 and 777, pretty old.
During these times,
And,
charging your electronic
yes,
devices is
they
also
really
not
maintain it well
allowed.
because of course we haven't
If you're
seen
not
these
using your
incidents.
device,
And there's
it
a
must be
Beauty
held
Delta
in your
Airlines
hand
and it's
or
an
placed in the
A330. I
seat
think it's an
pocket in front
A350
of
because
you.
the explain model matching really shows
If your
A350 as
device drops into the
A330
gap
900 I
between the
think.
seats, refrain from adjusting the
Yes,
seat
it's
and
A350
ask the cabin
900.
crew for assistance.
That's a pretty long flight. But yes, I guess bro enjoyed it. Many people won't
We remind
understand
you
the
that this
long
is a
haul
non-smoking flight.
joy which we get
Smoking, including the
after
charging
landing
and use
and
of
after buttering
e-cigarettes,
that
is
landing.
prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the
Okay,
lavatories.
let's line up.
Thank you
Our
for your
aircraft is set,
attention.
holding short
Refer
of
to the safety tab
runway
located in
03
the
left
seat
at
pocket in
Alpha.
front of you for more information.
This is the view.
On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in
Pretty
Singapore
decent
or
view.
anywhere else in the world we take you.
Pretty decent for a view. You know, guys, I had one incident at Soekarno Hatta International Airport. Like when I was taking off from runway 07 from the opposite runway, a same Singapore Airlines guy was coming and landing. I had to really vacate the runway and again go to the holding short point because that guy was coming in wrong. He told me that on flight radar the opposite runway is in operation, but I told him, sir, please check on flight radar right now. The opposite runway is not in operation. So he told me that he checked on flight radar before taking off that the opposite runway was in operation. So he landed on the opposite runway. Vatsim really needs more and more supervisors. It really needs, and more moderators. But yeah, it's also okay. Like it's unicorn. You can do whatever you want. That's what ATC says. But of course, we have some boundaries. Okay, let's prepare to line up for runway 03 left. Strobes are on, landing lights on, nose lights take off. That was a really hard tone, but yeah, we are pretty delayed. Our scheduled arrival time is 16:54 UTC. Okay, extras has told us that we are approaching 03 left. So okay, but we have to verify it on our own also. Of course, in the PFD when we put in the thrust, the runway comes in. So okay, this is 03 left based on the markings on the runway and before we entered the runway on the whole short line. Okay, parking brakes is set. Okay, parking brakes released. N1 will be to 50%. That was a glitch by me. So 50% N1, engine stabilized. Airspeed is alive. Manflex SRS, auto throttle in blue. Back pressure a little bit. Knots. V1 rotate. That's a slow rotation. A good rotation, of course. A slow rotation is no issue. You will just be eating some more runway, and in this case we have a lot of fun. First wait and gear up. I'll be manually flying the SIT today. Of course, after flight level 100 we will just transition to cruise, because or else the video will be too long. But yes, for flaps up, landing lights off, speed brakes disarmed, runway turn-off lights off, I won't be able to do that in time, because I'm the only pilot managing. In real life that's not the case. Okay, QNH standard. Flaps are up, speed brakes we have to disarm. Let's just pull out the PFD display. I'm still practicing on hand flying the A320, because I'm flying the A320 after many days. Of course, A320 is the only aircraft I fly, so I'm flying after many days. So I have to try hand flying the aircraft. And there might be ups and downs, because we are not experts. Pilots are who are experts, and they can also make mistakes. Of course, small mistakes. If they make a big one, then that's okay guys, that's it for today's video. Of course, that's it for the flight. We will be transitioning to cruise phase. Till then, bye bye, have a great day ahead, and I hope you stay tuned for the cruise and of course the landing phase of the aircraft. We just quickly disarm the speed brakes and turn off the landing lights. So yes guys, have a great day ahead, and I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Stay tuned for the cruise and the landing phase of this flight. Bye bye, and have a really great day ahead. Hey guys, welcome back to the stream. We are currently at our cruise altitude, which is flight level 3900 inbound Moxum, which falls under Mumbai FIR. And as you can see, we are getting pretty much good headwind, average headwind, 30 knots. 30 knots is not that great of a headwind. And our time, which I switched this chrono on before takeoff, so it has been 6 hours 35 minutes elapsed. And the fuel which we have is 7.9 kilograms, which is 7.9 tons and 7,940 kilograms. And we have 4.1 tons at our destination, which I think it would decrease to 3.2 or 3.3 or maybe less. As you can see, the sun has started to set here. We have just crossed Seychelles, I think. Let's go on Vatsim and check. Yes, Seychelles is around I think 200 nautical miles from, or I think greater. I don't know that. We are in Balmoxon, and as you can see, we have entered Mumbai FIR. It starts from here, and it starts from here. And you can see the Maldives is closer to us than India, I think. And yes, that much is it. We have 3 approaches online for respective airports. Shirdi, which is a popular tourist destination, Pune, which is a popular city in India, and Mumbai, which is also known as the film city of India. And yes, that's it for the Indian ATC. We have Bangalore and Hyderabad as ground. Yes, that's it. And you can have a look at the majestic sunset. We'll just take some clips. This sharklet, like, it looks really realistic. It looks like it's taken from the actual Singapore Airlines, because it actually looks like that only. So it's like really good. You can also see the IFEs are here, but these will just be bright when it's night. I'll show you before landing. So yes, everything is set. You can also see the logo of the registration of the aircraft here, the Pratt & Whitney engines, and the majestic controls, of course. Let's go inside to the cabin. Let's just check here. It's all okay. Doors are unlocked and open. Of course, there are only 2 galleys in the A320, and one of them has a washroom also, which is lavatory. Don't say washroom, but it's a lavatory. Yes, one more lavatory is here. So 2 lavatories in the A320 as a total. You can see the ovens. The ovens also have a Singapore Airlines logo engraved, and the trolleys, which is like for the food cart, they also have the logos. And the seats, they are just a picture. So yeah, we got Singapore Airlines logo, if you can see. That's pretty much it. This is the engine view, this is the right wing view, this is the left wing view, and this is the whole cabin view. So you can see it's welcome aboard here, but it's the opposite here. So yeah, I have used Paint 3D, so this happens a lot in that. I don't know how to fix that because I am a new livery creator and not for public. This is only for personal use, not for commercial use. Okay, we have 1 here, 2 here, 1 in the front. So 3 lavatories in the A320neo. Well, this is the majestic aircraft. If you can see the engine, it's like everything is normal. We can also see everything, every system, it's working. You can see the rudder trim left 0.1. Everything is working as it should. Truly, Tolis has made a really beautiful aircraft when it released. Of course, it got a lot of updates and a lot of improvements, but yes, since Tolis is licensed by Airbus, you cannot say anything. No aircraft can compete A320neo. Since Tolis, A320neo has been licensed to operate in real life simulators which are used to train pilots, except for the level D simulators. Okay guys, we'll meet you when we turn on final. Till then, stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the flight simming session. We are on approach for Mumbai. There is ATC, we have Mumbai approach. He's vectoring us for the ILS runway 270, and he just told us to descend to 2,900 feet. This QNH, I think it's a bug which is blinking because the transition level was flight level 75. So It should not be blinking, but it is, yes. So disregard.
Singapore 747, speed 180 knots.
2,500.
180 knots, Singapore 747. Okay, reducing speed to 180 knots. We'll go flaps 1 after reducing speed to 180 knots. Flaps 1 set.
$2,500.
That's because of the terrain. Mumbai airport has a really bad terrain on approach. If you can see, one more guy is coming up here. And these are usually high. So it is
Singapore 747, turn left heading 310, cleared ILS approach runway 27, report established.
left 310, cleared ILS approach 27, will report established Singapore 747. Confirm 310 for Singapore 747.
Confirm.
I asked 310 because normally the runway is 27, so it's like 30 degrees. He gave me 40 degrees. So let's check if the aircraft can intercept or he will give us a new heading. Let's check. Maybe the runway heading is more than 27, but how much more will it be than 27? That's my question. Even if it is 275, it would be like 315. Correction, it would be like 305. The majestic Singapore Airlines boarding music is in the background, which is also played when we are landing. You can hear it. And as I told you, we have the IFEs illuminated in the dark. So here they are, those lightings. These are from the uni cabin and these are what I have created. Okay, we'll just close the door. Why can't I close this door? Let's leave it. I don't want to mess up.
$2,500.
Okay, door is
2,000.
closed. Flaps 2. Okay, cabin crew is checked.
Singapore 747, speed 180 till 8 miles, 160 till 5.
180 till 8 miles and 160 till 5 miles, and we are established on localizer for runway 27, but I think we are not going to make it for the glide slope.
Singapore 747, confirm, would you like to go for another approach?
A firm, we would like to go for another approach. Singapore 747.
Singapore 747, that's case, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, Singapore 747. See, that's the thing, na? I told you all that he gave me 40 degrees. He should have given me 30 degrees, but then also I wouldn't have made it because he gave me a turn very early. So that's the thing. He should have cleared me to descend to more than this thing. He should have cleared me to descend to more than 2,900 feet when he knew that I won't be able to make it to the glide slope. We'll go flaps 1. We don't want drag. As it is, we have 3.6 tons. We should be well above 2.7 tons, or else we cannot make a holding pattern, or we cannot do a slight missed approach procedure. We should land, go around, or deviate. Correction, divert, not deviate. Because after going around, you can come back.
Turn right heading 090.
Right 090 Singapore 747. See, it's like a night time, and everyone is tired at night, so it's ATC. Maybe ATC made a mistake. Pilots also make mistakes even in real life, so it happens here. I'm not blaming the ATC. It's like normal. ATC is also a human. We all do mistakes. Even I do mistakes. I'm no expert. But really, Indian ATC nowadays, and even before also, nowadays it's more frequent, and both the time Indian ATC is like doing very well. Like, it's very good. I really appreciate the Indian ATC. That's why I keep coming to Mumbai. That's the only reason. If I get ATC, then I would be surely getting a good experience. That's, I think, I think I should climb. No, terrain is far, so I don't think I should climb. So yeah, I was saying that you would get a good experience for sure. That is the time you enter VABB or Mumbai or any Indian city in your flight plan. That is like, it's checked at that point of time. I mean, like, it is sure. The moment you enter any Indian city which gets ATC usually, if you get ATC, the experience will be good for sure. Even if you don't, the other pilots might make the experience good for sure.
Singapore 747, turn right heading 230, cleared ILS approach, runway 27, report established.
Right heading 230, cleared ILS approach 27, will report when established. Singapore 747. 230 is the heading he gave us. Approach mode is on. See, this is still blinking. That's like, it's raining, but it's not obstructing my vision. Like, even if I turn on wipers, it will make no difference. So I don't want wipers to obstruct my vision. When the glass becomes like it has droplets and all, then I will turn on wipers.
Singapore 747, no ATC speed restrictions.
No ATC speed restrictions, Singapore 747. I thought he's going away. We'll still stay at flaps 1. Approach face is on. So why don't go up, please? Please come down. You should not be going up. You should come down. Maybe the approach phase is not active. Yes, that was the problem. You know, TOLUS is licensed by Airbus. It cannot do any wrong thing. Let's hope we are established. I think we'll be established. He still gave us 40 degrees, but that may be the part of procedure, so I don't know that much. But yes, I come daily to Mumbai and I have no problem.
2,500. 2,000.
Flaps 2. Mumbai radar, Singapore 747 is established on ILS runway 27, 900 nautical miles.
Singapore 747, winds calm, runway 27, continue approach.
Runway 27, continue approach. And is there any speed restriction for Singapore 747?
Singapore 747, already instructed you, no ATC speed restrictions.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Thank you. It's night. I also make mistakes. So yeah, apologies. Okay, it's nice. Everything looks nice. We will lower the landing gear. Runway turn off lights on. Nose lights on. Flaps 3. We have crosswind. 1 knots crosswind. That does not make much of a difference if you can see here. We just take out the PFD because I don't like flying with a blurry PFD. No pilot does like, and in real life it's like much darker, the contrast and all, if you compare it with this one.
2000.
Flaps full. We have rain, but it's not obstructing my vision, and I think when I see the runway I'll be out of the clouds, so the rain will stop. Maybe, let's see. We are 4 miles, but runway is not in sight yet. No, it's not in sight. This is a glitch localizer deviation. That was not true. As you can see, the magentas here.
Singapore 747, runway 27 clear to land.
Runway 27 clear to land. Singapore 747, thank you. Okay, runway in sight. We'll disconnect at 1000. Autopilot disconnected. My controls. Giving little inputs.
Fly 125 Mumbai radar, readability 4.
500.
Mumbai radar, good evening. I say 125. Currently we are in gate Alpha 2. We request IFR clearance with information.
Continue.
X-ray.
200.
Fly 125 Mumbai radar, Namaskar. Report aircraft registration.
Aircraft registration Victor Tango India Whiskey. I fly 15.
50.
Registration Victor Tango India Whiskey copied. Copy clearance. Clear destination Bangalore. Quebec Niner, flight level 330, runway 27. Wave at 12 for departure. Epcos transition. Initial climb flight
Spoilers.
level 80. Scope 0246.
Reverse is green.
Clear to Bangalore via Quebec 9. Initial departure Wave at 2 Alpha and transition info. Initial climb flight level 80 and final course 330, span 0246. I fly 125.
Fly 125, read back correct. Report ready with POB.
Will report ready with POB. I fly 125.
Auto brake.
Auto brakes off.
Safety and custody. We ask you to remain seated until the captain has turned off the fast seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any belongings. Also, please use caution.
I hope this is November 7th. I think it is November 7th, yeah.
Thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Yes, Oh, it's not November 7, it's November 8. My bad. I always go out on November 7, so this was a longer landing comparatively. 133 FPM it is, guys. Mumbai radar, Singapore 747, vacated runway 27 via November 8.
Singapore 747, welcome to Mumbai. Taxi right November, Whiskey 4, hold short runway 14.
Taxi right November, Whiskey 4 and hold short runway 14, Singapore 747. Okay, strobes off, landing lights off and retracted, nose lights to taxi, speed brakes disarmed. Let's have a look where we are taxiing first. Flaps up checked. Okay, where is the taxiway? Okay, it's in front. Yeah, my bad. I'm flying after many days, as I told you before. So yeah. So after landing checklist, please. Weather radar and predictive wind shear system off. And we will switch on the APU. APU starter is on. Let's get on with the boarding music or landing music for Singapore Airlines, because I have personally experienced this. Singapore Airlines plays the same music on boarding and landing. Maybe it's the same stuff with other airlines. I have never really noticed, because Singapore Airlines boarding music is really good. So I noticed in Singapore Airlines. I don't really like Qatar Airways boarding music, but it's just my opinion. But Qatar Airways is a really good airline, as a whole. It's competing Singapore Airlines, so it is like really good airline. And its economic class is also a really great product. We have to turn left on Whiskey 4. Let's check. Okay, this is November 6. November 7 was behind us. Now this is uniform on our left. Yeah, I floated a bit on the landing. That was because I never experienced this slow landing. It was like slow. Of course, every time I land it is fast, so that's why I fled. That was my mistake. But yes, it was a good landing, and if I did not float, I would have successfully landed on the touchdown zone, or not the touchdown zone, Captain Marcos.
Singapore 747 via Whiskey 4, cross runway 14, continue taxi Papa, Hotel Tango, stand Victor 8 Lima.
Whiskey 4, cross runway 14, taxi via Papa, Tango Hotel on stand Victor 8 Lima, Singapore 747.
Singapore 747, taxi via Papa, Hotel Tango, stand Victor 8 Lima.
Papa, Hotel Tango, stand Victor 8 Lima, Singapore 747. That was my bad, because I did not note it down in the vPilot. I always note it down in the vPilot. So, correction, Xpilot. I have the hang of vPilot because I always flew in MSFS a few months ago. But due to aircraft physics, I switched to Xplane. And of course, due to the study levels. Phoenix is study level, but see, Airbus has licensed rollers for a reason. And it is licensed for operating in real life simulators for pilots, except the level D simulator. Phoenix is not licensed for simulators. That is for a reason, right? Okay, landing lights off and retracted, nose lights to taxi, strobe lights off. Okay, Papa is here. Papa Hotel Tango, he said, right? Let's check our charts. Papa Hotel and Tango. Okay, right on hotel first. That was a trick question. That's why I told him that Papa Tango Hotel, but it's Papa Hotel Tango. Every time I taxi via Papa Tango Hotel. But yeah, that was a trick question.
Mumbai radar, good evening, Lufthansa 766, information X-ray on board, Poker 2 Alpha, arrival.
Lufthansa 766 Mumbai radar, Namaskar, squawk 0347.
Squawking 0347, Lufthansa 766.
My advice is to you.
Mumbai radar, I fly 125. We ready
My
for
advice to
start.
new Vatsim players is
118. I fly 125.
that you always note down the taxi instructions or the heading. For a newbie, taxi instructions should be always noted down
Fly 125,
so that you
POV
don't miss it.
178 copied, push and start approved, facing east on Lima, QNH 1004.
We'll go for Victor 8.
Start approved, facing east on Lima, QNH 1004. I fly 125.
Mumbai radar, could you repeat the squawk, please? For Lufthansa 766.
Lufthansa 766, squawk 0347.
0347, copy.
Victor 8 Lima, was it? So Victor 8 Lima is in front. Okay, no worries. You'll not get the VDGS this time. Okay, so according to standard procedures, runway turn off lights off,
Lufthansa 766, Mumbai radar
wing
identified,
lights
continue
off,
descent, flight level
ATV
120.
Continuing descent 120 766.
Okay, we are turning right. Okay, we have a marshaller, very cute marshaller. But yes, we have. It's better than none. He's telling me to go left, but I think that's a glitch. Why is he telling me to go left? Oh, okay. Parking brake is set. Engine 2 off, engine 1 off. Beacon lights off. Let's see the time. 16:54 UTC is the time. 16:54 UTC is the time. 16:54 it is. It is correct, guys. We arrived right on time. Singapore Airlines it is. Yes, that was a really great experience from the ETC. I don't know what this jet will do. Will he slam my aircraft? Okay, he is going to correct on the left door. Of course, he cannot on the right door. Did I park correct? Yes, a little to the front, but yeah, that's okay. Mumbai radar, Singapore 747.
Word Singapore 747.
Mumbai radar, Singapore 747. We thank you very much for the lovely experience at Mumbai today. We'll be disconnecting now.
Singapore 747, I have terminated 1656 Zulu, frequency change approved. Thank you for flying, bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, that's always good to thank the ETC for his wonderful service. Let's disconnect. Our aircraft really looks good. Let's take a quick photo. Now let's show you guys the recording, the amazing recording. I will also see this for the first time, guys. See, I am coming in correct. Right on profile. 2 rights, 2 whites. See, here's the float. A little float. But yes, within the touchdown zone. That was my bad. The center line was my bad. But yes, no worries. Sometimes a little to the left or right is okay. Not in real life though. in real life it's not okay. Here's a beautiful aircraft. Yeah, I was off the center line definitely. Nice flare. I flared a little bit too much, so I floated. You can see the distance. Yeah. But yeah, 113 FPM is good. Yeah, of course, with my Extreme 3D Pro this happens. The steering after touchdown. Do tell me in the comments why the spoilers are needed. Like, why are they on the aircraft? Why are they there on the aircraft when brakes and reversers are enough? Why are they there? Because brakes and reversers are enough for braking action. Well, why are these things there? Now let's go into the passenger view. See, the airport will be coming in right now. It's so realistic. The airport slowly coming in. Sorry for that. So here was the float and then the touchdown. Okay guys, let's just go in the cockpit view one last time. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed today's flight sim session. It was a new route, Johannesburg to Mumbai. Hope you enjoyed it, and a new airline as well. Till then, take care, and as always, we will see you next time. Bye bye.